Good morning, guys. It is 7:40 in the morning on a Friday, which means it is another start of a week in my life. I'm starting the day off. I'm drinking my coffee, and I took my Deva probiotic, vitamin D, and multi. The coffee I have today is the last of my Javi mocha with some soy milk and some allulose sweetener. Alright guys, so I just got done taking my shower because I just felt like I really needed to clean up. I did my normal skincare routine, I brushed my teeth, all that. I'm going to show you guys real quick what I've been using for my skincare. Like, obviously there is stuff that I'm trying out. There's always products I'm trying out. But right now I've been really liking the Peach and Lily Power Calm Hydrating Cleanser. That's not the one I used this morning though, because I'm trying the Belle Pierre Precious 24K Gold Milky Cleanser because I got it in my Petite Bour box. But I've been using the Peach and Lily. This is the toner, the Glass Skin Serum, and the matcha pudding face cream. That's what I've been using most days, but like I said, today I didn't use that cleanser. I did use the toner that I showed you, but I've also used the Upcircle, not that one. I used the Upcircle face moisturizer too, because I did a face mask. I did an Upcircle face mask, yada yada yada. I'm just trying out products. I've got like different things I use usually. But right now, like, my standard is I'm using the Peach and Lily because I got a test, like, trial pack of them to try. And I'm really liking them so far. They're really nice. They're good on the skin, on my dry skin. What I really like about the cleanser is it feels cleansing, yet it's also hydrating. That's the biggest problem I have. Either the cleanser is super sudsy and feels really cleansing, but it dries out my skin like crazy, or it's like the complete opposite, which is this one that I've been testing. It doesn't feel like it's cleansing at all. It basically feels like a wet lotion on my skin, and I hate that feeling. So I'm always looking for that perfect balance, and this one's really doing it for me. So anyway, I'm all cleaned up, and I'm gonna get ready to go to the grocery store and get my grocery shopping done for the week. Alright guys, I just got done at the store, just loaded up my groceries. I got a Monster because I had a coupon and I felt like having a Monster, so it's the Ultra Wild Passion, the zero sugar one. Oh, it's getting hot outside, and which is good. It is time for summer. So I made out pretty well. I basically spent $180 for the groceries for the week. It really helps buying things in bulk or when they're on sale, so that you can freeze them prior. It really helps with my grocery budget. And I even got a special little thing for me that I'll show you guys when I get home. Alright, so these are the groceries I got for the week, for the most part. There is a couple of things, like I got the kids cereal, and they picked out what they wanted, which was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, which is not inherently vegan, so not everything I buy is 100% vegan, but for the most part it is. I got 3 of these Talenti sorbets. We have the summer strawberry, the mango, and the raspberry because those are the favorites in our household, and we needed more. We're almost out, and then we only have a little bit of this left, and then we're out. I actually like the lemon one the best, but I'm the only one. And I got a pound of frozen strawberries and a pound of frozen blueberries. This is going to be for my strawberry rhubarb pie. Well, not a pie. I'm making a crisp. And then my blueberry lemon chia seed parfait. That's what those are for. And the last frozen item I got was these sheet pan vegetables. They're actually not my favorite, but I have a bag in my freezer already, and I had a good coupon deal for these. So I went ahead and got another one, and I will make them sometime when I'm just feeling really lazy and I need something to go with a meal. And for the cold things, so I normally don't buy this much yogurt in one go, but they had a really good deal. It was like $1.70 something cheaper than normal. So I got 4 of them because I'm going to be using these all summer. I'm going to use one this weekend to prep my blueberry lemon chia seed parfait for the week. And then I'm going to be doing oats, 3 different overnight oats after that. Basically during the summer, I try to do like cold, refreshing things, but also make sure that it's substantial enough to keep me full. I also had a coupon for the Icelandic Provisions skyr yogurt, so I got one of their vegan vanilla bean yogurts. It'll be just a nice snack this weekend. My kids already busted into this because as soon as I got home with their cereal, they started getting into it. And I do have the Silk unsweetened organic soy milk that I use most of the time for them, but when I have a coupon, I get the Silk protein yogurt and they love it. I also got a big jug of orange juice because we go through orange juice quite a lot, and when it's super hot out and I'm craving a smoothie, I like to do a little bit of orange juice in my smoothie. I got some tofurkey pepperoni because I plan on doing pizza this weekend. I saw this and it was a new product, so I had to get it to try. It's the Franklin Farms Organic Tofu Super Firm Grilled. And it's got like little grill marks on it, which I think is pretty cool. 140 calories per serving, 18 grams of protein. Pretty good. 4 servings per container. So basically there's 2 blocks in here, so a half of one of these blocks is a serving, which I thought that was cool. Can't wait to try it. I got a package of extra firm tofu, number 1, because I had a coupon. Number 2, because my lunch this week is going to be buffalo soy curl wraps, and I make the soy curls in a buffalo sauce, but I also like to make a buffalo sauce for like extra creaminess in it. And I'm going to use this. It's a higher protein, low fat option versus doing like a buffalo mayo or a ranch, even though I don't like ranch anyway, and I really don't like mayo either, but it's just it'll be a recipe video coming up so you guys can see how I do that. I also got some sliced red onion and some diced pepper blends. Normally I would get them frozen or I would slice them up myself, but this is going to be for pizza and nobody's going to eat these but me. So I only got like a small container of each of these for my pizza. Basically I'm going to be doing like a very veggie heavy pizza. I'm going to put some of the tofurkey on it, but I also have some of the Impossible Italian sausage in my freezer that I need to use. So I'm just going to make a pizza with those ingredients. It's going to be a very large pizza, so it should feed me for quite a few meals. I've got the produce here. So the blueberries, this is going to be going on top of the blueberry chia seed parfait because I like to have some blended into the protein parfait and some on top. I got a red cabbage that I'm going to shred, as well as I'm going to slice the watermelon radish and use these rainbow matchsticks, which I got these just to make my life a little bit more convenient. They weren't that much more expensive to buy them like this. And I'm going to pickle these. And I'm going to do a recipe video on how to quick pickle vegetables. But basically, I want pickled vegetables in my buffalo soy curl wraps. I just love it. It's fresh. It's delicious. It adds more veggies. It's 10 out of 10. And since I'm making the strawberry rhubarb crisp, I needed to get rhubarb. So I have a pound of rhubarb here. So it's a pound of strawberries and a pound of rhubarb. I have 2 clamshells of basil because my basil is not big enough yet to harvest. And I'm going to be making an avocado basil pesto, which that's what these are for. These are the only avocados I could find in the store are these organic. They're pretty ripe looking, but they're small. So I'm going to use all of them because normally I would use like one that's like 2 of those put together. And basically I'm going to be showing you guys a recipe video on how to make my avocado basil pesto. It is delicious. It is my favorite like summertime sauce. I put it on pasta, use it for potato salad. You can put it on a sandwich. It's just amazing. I can't wait to show you guys that recipe. But yeah, that's what that is for. And these are the last 4 things I got. These are just pantry staples. So these are going to be used for my buffalo soy curl wraps. I have such a hard time choosing which wraps I want to use, but I thought this one was pretty good. It's 100 calories a wrap, 6 grams of protein, but a lot of fiber. 19 grams of fiber. That's pretty good. And these were pretty big. I normally go with the Carb Smart, not Carb Smart, Carb Balance. I don't know. I don't remember. You guys know. You've seen it enough, I'm sure. But these were slightly bigger and slightly less calories. It does slightly less protein too, but you know, figured I would try something different, and this looked pretty good to me. And it has 6 wraps, which is perfect. I only technically need 5, but you know, that's good. And then I got some Frank's Red Hot, which this I'm going to be using with the tofu to make like a buffalo sauce. But I'm going to be cooking the soy curls in an actual vegan buffalo sauce that I have already because I need to use it. I had a coupon for these, so I got them because I love these. These are great. They're vegan. I do use breadcrumbs a decent amount, especially when I'm making my homemade baked mac and cheese. And then I had a coupon for the Enjoy Life chocolate chips, so I got their chocolate chunks because I already have a good amount of chocolate chips, but I didn't have any chocolate chunks, so I got that. And that is it for my grocery haul today. I forgot to mention the last thing that I got, the special thing for myself, was I found another one of these cute bowls. And I just love these so much. And this one's like a sage green. And it really goes well with my other 2 bowls. I would show you, but my kids had cereal in them, so they're dirty now. But I have this sage green one now and like a dark midnight kind of navy blue one. And then I have one that's like a dusty blue. And I just think these are so pretty. So that was the fun thing I got for myself at the store today. Alright, so now that the grocery shopping is done and I've got everything put away that needs put away, I've got some dishes to do. I'm going to do some prep work today, but not too much. I'm going to be making my strawberry rhubarb crisp. I'm going to be shredding up my cabbage, slicing my watermelon radishes and pickling them, and I'm going to rinse my blueberries and put them in the fridge, because if I don't rinse them now, I'm going to hate doing it later, and that's just how I am. If you get it from the store, just clean your veggies and fruit and stuff that you plan on using sooner rather than later. And I'm not going to make my blueberry chia seed parfait until Sunday. Same thing with the soy curls itself. I'm going to wait till Sunday to do it. I'm going to have a salad here soon because I have some leftover stuff for salad for today. I probably will have pasta tonight because I'm going to be making my avocado basil pesto tonight, and that just sounds good, like an avocado basil pesto tortellini. And I might make an Alfredo tortellini as well. And I might make a red sauce rigatoni with some of the Impossible sausages I have in the freezer with some shredded Parmesan because I need to use it up. So those are just ideas. And then garlic knots, obviously. My breakfast this week is the blueberry lemon chia seed protein parfait, and then lunch is the buffalo soy curl wraps. But my dinner, I'm still craving soup. I know it's starting to get warmer, so probably not much longer, but I'm going to be making the creamy chicken and chickpea gnocchi, like Olive Garden copycat soup that I made a while back. And I'm going to make that again, but I'm going to bulk up with the veggies by adding 2 big bags of rice cauliflower to it. And I haven't decided yet if I'm going to blend that up or leave them chunky. I'm thinking about blending them. But that will probably not be until Sunday also, but we'll see. Maybe this weekend I might be craving soup sooner rather than later. We will see how it goes. But yeah, so that's what's on the agenda today. I'm going to start doing dishes and then cleaning my produce. Alright, so change of plans. They're working on the water on the road right now by my house, which is super frustrating. So I can't wash things. I can't start doing my prep, so I'm gonna have a salad instead. Alright, so I'm having this spring mix as the greens. I'm using the rest of the Trader Joe's Green Goddess dressing. I'm gonna put on some of the Trader Joe's croissant croutons and some of my homemade TVP bacon bits. And I'm out of my breaded meaty cutlets, and I don't know if I'll ever find them again because I can't find them at Meyer anymore. But I'm using some of these plant-based chicken nuggets from Walmart, the Better Goods that my daughter doesn't like. And I'm just cooking them in the air fryer, and then I'll chop them up and put them in the salad. Alright, and there is the salad. It is a little bit heftier than my normal salads. My normal salads are a little bit less as far as like all the accoutrements. It's a little bit more calorie dense than normal, but that's okay because I'm not having breakfast this morning. I'm just having this, and then I'll have dinner tonight. I'll probably have an apple or something as a snack in between there because I have some apples that need eaten. We also have some bananas that need eating, so we'll see where it goes. But this is my lunch. All right, now it's dinner time, and it is pasta night. So I've got the spinach cashew ravioli from Trader Joe's with my homemade avocado basil pesto and some Follow Your Heart Parmesan. That's what's on all of these. We have the Kite Hill vegan ricotta tortellini. And then we have some rigatoni. Oh, and it's also my homemade Alfredo. Then we have rigatoni with Impossible Italian sausage, my homemade red sauce, and Follow Your Heart Parmesan on top of that. And then garlic knots. Also, it's wine o'clock. And the last thing I'm eating today is I made some quick apple crisp because I had some apples that needed to be eaten. And that's what I'm eating for dessert. It is a dreary morning today. It looked like it rained this morning. Hey, boy. Hi. Hey, Boron. He's a good girl. Yes, you are. She's my little potato. My little potato. My little potato. It is Saturday morning, guys. It is 9 something in the morning. And I'm getting ready to have my coffee. So we're doing the Silk Organic Soy Unsweetened Chocolate Caramel. And I'm using this keto allulose sweetener. I mixed my coffee super strong today, but purposefully because I think I'm gonna really need the extra caffeine today. First and foremost, I gotta do some prep. I was gonna wait to do the buffalo soy curls tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna make them today because it's homemade pizza night. I'm gonna be making a homemade pizza dough. I'm gonna be making a lot of homemade pizza dough because I'm making a lot of pizzas. I'm gonna make the buffalo soy curls today because I think I'm gonna do a variety of different pizzas. We're gonna do like just a meaty pizza with like sausage and pepperoni on it. For the people that don't like vegetables, I'm making Aya's favorite mac and cheese pizza. I'm gonna do a red onion bell pepper pizza with some vegan meat on it. That's more my speed. And then I'm gonna make a buffalo soy curl pizza, I think, because that just sounds good. That just sounds yummy to me. So I'll probably be making my buffalo soy curls, and then that means I'm also going to shoot, like I'm going to do the recipe. I'm just going to shoot the recipe for it today so people know how to make it. And I'm going to show you guys how I make the buffalo soy curls, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy homemade buffalo sauce without like so much fat. Like there's not going to be any oil added, no mayo, nothing like that. Because I used to, like I don't like mayo, but when I first started doing this, I used a mayo with a hot sauce in order to make my own homemade buffalo sauce. I changed that up into a healthier alternative just because I don't like consuming that much oil. Not only does it like make it really greasy, but it doesn't make me feel very good after I eat it. So yeah, I'm gonna be shooting that today. I also have to do some meal prep, not for myself, so that's fun too. I also have to do dishes and laundry, check the plants, see if they need watered yet. They probably won't need watered until tomorrow or Monday because I watered them quite a lot last time. I need to feed my starter, but that could wait till Monday also because I fed it Monday basically I feed it once a week when it's in the fridge, unless I'm planning to use it. If I'm planning to use my starter, I will take it out and feed it, you know, continuously during a week, if I plan on using it. Maybe I'll do a video of that soon, like how do I care for my starter. I think that might be helpful to some people. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my coffee and then get to work. So the one thing that is inconvenient for me, since the kids are out of school right now, is my coffee time. So typically I get up at like 4 or 5 in the morning on a school day so that I have time in the morning to like pack lunches, enjoy my coffee in peace, get myself around before I wake up the children and get them around. That doesn't happen when the kids are out of school. And even though I don't have to make the drive, and technically next year I will be at school closer so that I don't have to drive so far, it's still inconvenient. So I'm still drinking my coffee. It's been over an hour and I haven't been able to finish my coffee because I've been up doing other things, like letting the dogs out, feeding the dogs, opening a new bag of cat food, filling the container, feeding the cats, helping my daughter get ready to go with her dad to the store, brushing through that rat's nest, because during the summer she doesn't brush her hair every day. Same thing with the weekends. She usually doesn't brush her hair. She doesn't care to brush her hair, I guess I should say. And then it just gets, and for some reason she always gets knots like on top of her head, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, are you spinning around on your head? So still drinking my coffee. I have a lot of stuff to do today. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm making the pizza dough for dinner tonight. I'm making many batches of pizza dough. So yeah, because I gotta have some time to rise. And here is the vegan mac and cheese pizza that I made specifically for Aya. I did like a butter garlic herb sauce for the crust and then breadcrumbs on top. This is my buffalo tofu pizza that I made a tofu buffalo dip that I used as the sauce. Then I put some more hot sauce on top, some red onion. I did a garlic butter nutritional yeast sauce for the crust, and then I topped it with everything but the bagel seasoning. And then last but not least, this is the kind of like Supreme style pizza. It has my homemade sauce on it. It has some Impossible sausage that I took the casing off of and cooked it. It's the Italian one. Some tofurkey pepperoni, which looks a little bit dark, but that's okay. And then it's got a different smattering of bell peppers and red onion on it. And then obviously I used the same nutritional yeast, garlic butter crust, and everything but the bagel seasoning. Alright, so it is now 6:30, and this is the first meal I'm going to be eating today. My life has been taken over by pizza. I'm going to have a piece of the mac and cheese pizza, and then I'll have a piece of the buffalo tofu and a piece of the Supreme. I'm so excited. Alright guys, it is now a little after 10. I had some popcorn as a snack, and I'm getting ready to eat 2 more pieces of my pizza. I'm having one of the buffalo tofu and one of the other one. And I'm having one of my prebiotic Pepsis. And that should be the last thing I eat today. Well, hi there, babies. Hi. You want to go outside? Yeah? Good morning, guys. It is 10 in the morning. I've been really tired lately. I don't know why. But I gotta take my makeup off as usual. I'm gonna have coffee. I just let the dogs out to go do their business, so coffee time. I decided to make it a little bit fancier today than just my normal, because I usually just have straight up iced coffee because of laziness. But I did the caramel Javi today with some soy milk. the allulose sweetener, and I topped it with some coconut whipped cream and some of the pure caramel sauce. So a little fancy today. Alright guys, so I am caffeinated and I am getting ready to do my blueberry lemon protein chia seed parfaits for my breakfast for the week. I also have some dishes to do. Obviously, I always have dishes to do, but they're from last night from the pizza. I also have to water the plants today and feed my starter and do laundry, and there's just a lot of things to do today. It's like it never ends. I was gonna make my soup today that I'm gonna have for dinner this week, but I think I'm gonna wait and make it tomorrow because I'm not gonna eat the soup today. I figure if I make it tomorrow, I can have it fresh tomorrow and then have it throughout the week. It's meal prep, but also freezer prep because I'm making a huge batch of it so that I can have some in the freezer for when the next time I start craving soup, so I don't have to make it. Because that's the biggest thing, is I randomly will crave soup. And when I make a soup, then I feel like I've got all the soup and I gotta eat it, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And then I already took care of the animals this morning. Took the dogs out, fed them, fed the cats. Gotta clean the litter boxes. Oh, great. It's technically my son's job, but he's just been not doing it. So I'm going to take that responsibility and give him a different chore to do. Something that's more his speed, I think. Yeah. So really, for all the prep, I just have to make the blueberry chia seed parfait today. That's it. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet today. I'm thinking I just might have raboki because I think I'm kind of craving that. But it's hard to say because I'm not hungry yet, so I don't really know what I'm craving or what I'm going to eat yet. But I think that's where I'm headed. I think so. I also have to make oatmeal raisin cookies because I've got some raisins that are going to go out soon. So I am going to make some. I just don't know if I'm going to do it this week or if I'm going to do it next week. This weekend or next weekend. We shall see. But I am going to be shooting a leftover makeover next weekend for my avocado basil potato salad. Should be really good. So it's about 1:30 in the afternoon and I'm really craving a smoothie. And I normally don't crave smoothies because when I first went vegan 8 years ago, I had so many smoothies. I just don't want smoothies ever again. But every once in a while, I do crave a smoothie. So I'm going to show you guys the kind of smoothie I'm making. Got a little bit of frozen banana, so that's going to go in. And I've got about, a good amount of this in here. I'm going to make a little bit extra in case anyone else wants some. I'm going to throw in some spinach because greens. I'm going to use the Dole Whip Be Amazing vegan protein powder. And then I'm going to use some of the Silk protein milk and then my little hack to make it even more flavorful as I add some orange juice. Alright, and there she is, a delicious creamy green smoothie. It tastes like pineapple, it tastes tropical and delightful, and you're also getting in your greens. Alright, so I just got back from running to the store because I needed more flour and some apple cider vinegar because I used all the rest of this when I made pickled vegetables. And I was almost out of flour, bread flour, and all-purpose. They don't ever have the big bags of bread flour, which is frustrating, but it's okay. And they had a bunch of on-sale vegan faux meat products. So I got basically all they had. This one and this one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Beyond. I don't mind 3 of the Beyond. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Meyer brand, which is so cheap when they're on sale. I got 4 packages of the Meyer burgers and 3 packages of the Beyond burgers. And these are going to go in the freezer. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys they're such a good deal when you get them on sale. Alright, it's almost 6 o'clock and I decided I'm going to have raboki. So I had some freezer carrots and some peas that needed to be used up, so that's what I'm going to be using for my veg in there today. I got this in here with just a little bit of toasted sesame oil, and I'm just going to cook these for a little bit to get some color on them. And then I'll add my gochujang and all the other goodies. Also, I was at the store, I got myself a Diet Dr. Pepper. The ravioli is done. I'm just waiting for the rest of the sauce to get absorbed by the noodles. And I'm going to top it with some fried onions, which is my favorite. And then we're going to eat. And then my fancy drink to go with dinner is I'm having my favorite kombucha, the Guava Goddess by Synergy. Hey guys, it is Monday morning and I'm having my coffee as per usual. Also some vitamins. Alright, it is almost 1 o'clock and I am hungry, so I'm going to eat my breakfast. This is the same breakfast I'm going to have all week, Monday through Friday, at least, if not Saturday also. It is my blueberry lemon chia seed parfait. It's got whole blueberries in it, and then I topped it with some of my homemade granola. So it is almost 3 o'clock and I've got my lunch ready. I've got my buffalo soy curl wrap that I prepped this weekend with my tofu buffalo spread and some pickled radishes, pickled carrot, and pickled red cabbage. I'm going to cut it open so you can see what it looks like. And that is what she looks like. Full of different flavors, vegetables, and packed with protein. Alright guys, so I just got done prepping the biggest soup ever. This is my chicken gnocchi soup that I added riced cauliflower into. I added 2 pounds of riced cauliflower into it, and this made a lot of soup, okay? So this is just my prepped soup, plus what I've already got out to eat. So I have like 6 servings of the breakfast, 6 servings of lunch, and then 6 servings of my dinner. Hence over here I've got some, and I've got a couple pieces of sourdough toast, because I always, when I first cut it, I take like the really ugly pieces and just eat those. But then I have 5 big boy jars. That's 2 servings per jar, so 10 servings of this soup to go in the freezer. That's crazy, and this is gonna like last me a long time. So next time that I'm craving soup, I have these jars just ready to go in my freezer. I'm gonna enjoy my dinner. I'm also, for my fancy drink, I'm drinking a probiotic Pepsi or prebiotic Pepsi. And that'll be it. And then I'll probably shower and get cozy and ready for bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, it is Tuesday morning. I've already had coffee and I'm getting ready to feed my starter. I just pulled her out of the fridge. So when I feed my starter, I usually don't weigh it. I know a lot of people do, but I've done it so much. I just can look at it and be like, okay, this needs this much. And I usually do half and half, unbleached, all-purpose flour, and then whole wheat flour. I just like the flavor that gives the best. And I love this glass crock that I got from King Arthur. I used to have a ceramic crock. I accidentally broke that one. Which you would think, well, why would you get glass? But the ceramic crock didn't have like measurements, which is amazing. So right now after feeding, we're at here. So I fed it quite a bit. It was down to here. I fed it to here. I'm actually going to leave this out because I plan on making some sourdough here soon. And we're going to let it come to room temp. It is going to get very big. Because usually when I feed it, I pop it right back in the fridge. And I didn't discard. And it didn't have any hooch or anything on it. So I'm anticipating that it's going to at least double, if not triple in size. But yes, we're going to leave this out and let it come to room temp and let her wake up. And then hopefully we'll be able to bake with it. I'm going to check on it in 12 hours and then see where we're at. Right now it's 11:50. So that'll be like in the middle of stream because I'm going to stream tonight. But hey, we're going to work with what we got. All right, guys, it is time to bake some sourdough. My starter has been very active. She's happy. I've got 2 cups measured out here. I'm going to be making a big, either 1 gigantic loaf of sourdough or 2 smaller loaves of sourdough. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, I already took out what I needed and then I fed her again and put her back in the fridge. And she'll be in there for another week until I take her out, feed her again, and pop her back in there until I'm ready to make more sourdough, basically. If I was going to be making a lot, because I'm not eating as much sourdough during the summer. Yeah, I say that, but I've been having sourdough with my soup every night. But I don't have as much sourdough in the summertime as I do in the fall and the winter. So, but I do bake it occasionally and just give it to people too, because everybody needs more bread in their life. All right, so my stand mixer is going to be doing most of the heavy lifting for me when it comes to making my sourdough. I have made it by hand. It's just a lot. And I still will be doing like stretch and folds. I like to actually do slap and folds, but for the most part, the initial preparation of my bread is going to be in my stand mixer. All right, so I added 2 cups of room temp water and 2 cups of my starter, and I'm just mixing that all together. Now we're going to add 5 cups of bread flour and 1 cup of whole wheat flour, and you can like adjust your ratios. I like a little bit of whole wheat in my sourdough, but for the most part, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for like a nice fluffy white sourdough bread. All right, and now we're gonna mix this up. I let it mix, and then after I mix it, I will add the salt. All right, now that all the flour has been incorporated, I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of salt. So it was looking a little too wet still, so I added another cup of flour and about another half a teaspoon of salt. Don't mind the mess, but I wanted to show you guys the chaos that is my flour drawer. It's so crazy, but like I love this little drawer. It's got like my Vital Wheat gluten. This usually has sugar in it, but I recently switched from using normal granulated sugar. Well, not normal. It was like a golden sugar, to using a sugar alternative like a monk fruit sugar mixture. So I haven't filled that up with anything yet. I don't know what I'm going to put in it. But I also have like my cornstarch down here, my tapioca flour, cornmeal, bread flour, whole wheat flour, and then the big chungus, my all-purpose flour. I just filled this guy up because he was empty. A 10-pound bag of flour fills this giant mason jar. But yeah, my kitchen is always a mess when it comes to baking day. Alright, and as you can see, the dough has all pulled apart from the bottom. It's no longer sticking. It's more of a cohesive dough now. So we're going to turn it off. And we are going to decide if we're going to make 1 giant loaf or 2 smaller loaves. That's the first order of business because I still don't know. And then we are going to cover whatever we decide to put them in and let them rise, basically. All right, after much deliberation with myself, I decided I'm going to just make 1 giant loaf. Mostly because I just can't be bothered to make 2. It's going to add like an extra hour plus of time that I just don't want to sacrifice right now. So I'm going to cover this and I'm going to let it rest for an hour. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do either some stretch and folds or some slap and folds, which I prefer a good slap and fold. Get some aggression out, but we'll see how I'm feeling after that. All right, so I just got done making my oatmeal raisin cookies. It smells so good in here, but it is almost 2 o'clock and I haven't had breakfast yet. So I am going to pause, go eat breakfast, and then after I come back, I will stretch and fold my sourdough. And there she is. I usually add about 1/4 cup of my homemade granola on top. All right, so I just got done with breakfast and I'm eating one of my oatmeal raisin cookies. And then I'm gonna work on my sourdough. All right, I got my beautiful bread ball all shaped. We did some stretch and folds. I got her shaped. I'm gonna cover her and let her set for at least 2 hours, maybe longer. I haven't decided yet, but at least 2 hours. And then we will preheat our oven with our Dutch oven in it, because I prefer to cook mine in a Dutch oven. All right, guys, it is now almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it's time for lunch, and I'm having another buffalo soy curl wrap with pickled radish, red cabbage, and carrot on a whole wheat, right here, the high fiber, carb friendly tortilla wraps. And this time I grilled it just to give it a little bit of variety. Oh, also I have my tofu buffalo sauce in there also. And I'm drinking my last Pepsi prebiotic cola just because. Alright, so I just ate lunch, but I couldn't finish it. It was like just as much that I couldn't finish of my wrap. I was really full. And normally I would just push through if it's something that I'm like, oh my god, I want this so bad. But today I was like, I'm done. I'm full. And it could have been because I had a half of an oatmeal raisin cookie that I made today. It could be why. Maybe I'm just not hungry. But I'm very full right now, so that's good. I've got these really cute bread bowl covers that I got on Amazon. If I can remember to do so, I will link them below, but I love these guys. They're perfect. And my sourdough is done. It just came out the oven. It was in there for about 40 minutes, 30 minutes with the lid on, 10 minutes with it off. I did add like a tablespoon of water underneath, like at the corners of the parchment paper, just to help with cooking, like making the steam. I'm going to carefully take this out and put it on a cooling rack. Alright, and it is dinner time, and I'm having my chicken gnocchi cauliflower soup with a slice of my sourdough bread. Alright guys, I just got done with my workout, and it is time for breakfast. Same thing as I had yesterday. I'm having a blueberry lemon chia seed protein parfait. I'm also going to be having a monster today because I'm a very tired girl and I got a lot to do. I have the remaining dishes because I did half of them this morning, and then I have the remaining dishes from yesterday. I did the meal prep for my soup. I made so much soup, guys. So much soup. So that's going to be, future me is going to love that I have so much meal prepped in the freezer. But I have laundry downstairs that needs to come up and get folded and put away because I didn't do that. It is clean though, so that's the number one thing. At least it got washed and dried. And voila, the breakfast I've been having all week. My blueberry lemon chia seed parfait topped with my homemade granola. I love it though. It's so good. All right, I'm having my buffalo soy curl wrap like I've had all week for lunch. Just out walking the doggies right now. All right, it is time for dinner. It's a late dinner. It's 9 o'clock, but I wasn't hungry at my normal dinner time, so I'm having my dinner that I prepped for the week, the cauliflower, chickpea gnocchi, chicken soup, and I'm having 2 little pieces of sourdough bread. It's almost bedtime. It's almost bread time. No, it's almost bedtime, and cutting into the loaf since it's cold enough, and just look at that crumb, guys. Oh, it smells so good. I can't wait to eat that. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday, the last day of a week in my life. Today is going to be pretty much the same as it has been all week. Same food. But I'm not having coffee this morning. I know, crazy. I'm not having coffee. No, I'm just going to have a monster today. I'm just not feeling like having coffee this morning. I don't know why. That's just me sometimes. And I have to go to the store. I'm not doing my whole grocery shopping. I'm going to do that tomorrow. But I need to go get stuff for tacos tonight because I'm making the kiddos some tacos. Ironically, my son likes soft tacos, but my daughter likes crunchy tacos. So like getting like one of those little taco kits is perfect for them because then they both get what they want. I also might be taking my son to go see the Backrooms today. We will see. It might not be today, it might be this weekend, but I wanted to do it today. But I don't know if my daughter's dad is going to be able to watch her today. And I can't take her to go see Backrooms, unfortunately. It's a little bit too scary for her. Alright, it's time for breakfast. Same thing I had yesterday, but had some fresh pineapple in the fridge, so I topped it with some fresh pineapple also. Alright, so I just got back from the store, and these are what I went for. I needed the taco dinner kit. It comes with taco sauce and seasoning and hard and soft shells, which is great. I only needed one, but they were on sale 2 for $6, so I got 2, and I had a coupon. I had a coupon that was about to expire for these, and I like these, so I got one. I had a coupon that was about to go off for this, so I got that, because you always need some marinara. They had my favorite kombucha on sale, 2 for $5, so I got those. Even though I still have 2 in my fridge, that's okay. There's no such thing as too much kombucha. I wasn't going to get the mango till tomorrow, my fresh mango, but these one looked pretty good, so I wanted to grab them up so that I had ripe mango. I needed some more bananas for the kids. These pineapple look so good, so I grabbed these up. It's hard to find ripe pineapple right now. Like, this one could be cut, and this one could be cut. I got some more almond whipped cream for my coffee drinks, and I got 2 of the Notco Dino Nuggies, which are my daughter's favorite because she was running low. But yeah, that's what I got on my little shopping trip. The majority of my stuff that I need, I'll be getting tomorrow. All right, it is 2:30. We're getting ready to have lunch. I'm having the same thing I've had all week. I decided to toast it a little bit today, and I might have overstuffed it. I might have put too many veggies in it. I was still hungry after lunch for something sweet, so I grabbed one of the UB cookie butter protein bars. They're like 100 calories, but 10 grams of protein, so really good macros. All right, and this is the dinner tonight. I know, it's been the same dinner for the last 4 nights, but this is what I've meal prepped for dinner this week. This is what we're having. I'm having my cauliflower, gnocchi, chickpea gnocchi chicken soup with 2 pieces of sourdough, and for my drink, I'm having a guava goddess. I did have a half of an oatmeal raisin cookie earlier too. I forgot to record. But yeah, that'll be it for the meals today. Well, hello there. Hello, Neon. Hello. My biggest fan. Alright guys, I just got back in from walking the dogs, and it is a really hot day out there. I'm having the same dinner I had all week. I'm having it also tomorrow and Saturday, but that's a different week because we start the new week for a week of my life on Fridays. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it was helpful seeing what I eat and whatever I get up to during the week. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.